Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow.
My thought is this, and this is probably something because you're tuning into this more, is I believe, so let's say I inherited ADHD from my mother, who I believe inherited it from one of her parents, most likely her dad, because he has a lot of the same characteristics: impulsivity, not great in school, being told constantly he was a mess up, and running away at 14, becoming a farm worker, didn't finish high school, which the boys didn't back then.
Sounds like trauma to me.
Yeah, I mean, generational trauma. But so that embedded generational trauma, which I'm pretty sure his parents, they were poor. Both my parents came from very poor upbringings, hardworking, lower class labor. My mother was a cotton picker before she went to school and after she got home. And because she was a girl, she got to go to school because the boys usually stayed home. And her family was different. They all went to school. But a lot of the families around them did not. So the schools, if you see pictures,
you mean when she was younger, but when she was your parent, then she was middle class.
Yes. So she went to college and met my dad, and they created a life and moved far away from the farms and the oil fields of Texas. But think about this, Evan, and help me out with this, because this is something I've been thinking about a lot. So we have this impact into the cells and the DNA of our bodies, which is then passed on to our children. What about ADHD? Is it a response? Is this brain dysregulation, this neurobiology that we all kind of carry, this different brain structure? Is it because of somebody being hypervigilant? Is it someone that's way back in our DNA or in our ancestry line was traumatized, and this has been inherited, and it's showing up here in the way that we process and the way that we access dopamine? What are your thoughts on that? I'm curious.
I feel like it's the trauma that gets passed down. Like when I look at a family or so on, and then someone will say, oh, alcoholism runs in that family, or that's a family of athletes, or that, what I mean? It's the family trait, right? It's that decontextualized trauma in there. So to me, it's the trauma runs through the family, and the alcohol happens to be the numbing of choice.
Yeah.
Right?
Because it could be gambling, sex, drugs.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.